Josh, you're at a table,
Where are we?
not on a couch.
Are you comfortable?
No.
Me neither.
So, off to a good start for an awkward afternoon.
Of course.
Outstanding.
Do we still try to do the same thing, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So that makes it easy.
Yeah.
So I was thinking today that sometimes endings are beginnings.
Sometimes beginnings are endings.
That's not what I was thinking.
Oh. Well,
It's the end of the school year. And so for a lot of folks, they may be experiencing a last of something. Last day of school, last band concert, right?
Right.
But sometimes the last band concert is actually a beginning of something new.
Something new.
You spend however many years, depending on where you go to school, you get your instrument and you learn it, and you go into the next grade and you learn it some more, and then you play in some concerts, you learn it some more, and all of a sudden you're a senior in high school.
Right.
And you play that concert and you graduate, and it doesn't, maybe music doesn't look like that anymore.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that music is over. It could just be starting.
Could just be starting. Even if you're not like majoring in music or something, right? Like,
Even if you're not even going to college,
yeah, you just keep playing
you can.
any way you want. It's just like,
Well, I mean, what kind of opportunities do you think are out there? I mean, obviously, there's some obvious avenues like community bands or playing in a campus band if you do go on to college, right? Like those are pretty obvious, but there's all kinds of other avenues to continue to play.
right? You can play in like a ska band. Kind of depends
That
on what
is-
instruments you play, right? That's
Is
pretty
ska
specific.
even still like, do we do ska?
I think people still love ska. Yeah.
And by people, you mean,
Cash, usually talking about ska. Check on that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, in all seriousness, no, those are like some great avenues. Like those are more formal settings, right?
Right.
You go on and you join a group. You're expected to prepare your music for the concert. You go
Right.
to 5 or 6 rehearsals. Would you say is average for like a community band concert?
In a cycle, yeah.
Which is maybe less than what you're used to doing in high school, but so it's a little bit more prep work on your own. But you still put
But you're
on,
an adult.
yeah, you put on a heck of a
Allegedly.
performance. I guess what I was saying is there's also kind of more informal settings too. Like maybe you have friends who kind of play in just a small band that wants to have an occasional tenor sax.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking too that you don't have to be reliant on other people, right? It's the 21st century.
Right.
And although I'm not sure about Buck Rogers, anything?
Yeah, no.
You know who that is?
Yeah, no.
It's space. I thought you'd be into it. He's a dude in space. That's kind of your jam.
Well, I was just talking to an 88-year-old man earlier who said that
Was he Buck Rogers?
He was not this time. But he said he was learning tenor saxophone by ear, and he's laying down guitar tracks on a looper
That's the kind of thing I was talking
and then
about.
playing
right?
his tenor sax over that.
We live in the future. There's all kinds of, what we would call like the Music -1 or the Jamie Aebersold or whatever,
Yeah.
But there's all kinds of that stuff on the internet where it's the music minus your part, and you can play, or you can, lay down a track. Like there's so many, like even on your phone now,
Yeah, they
there's
have apps and
multi-track
stuff, yeah.
recording apps, right? So you could, play some music, record it, whatever. But the point is that for most of us who play an instrument or are involved in music in some way, it has been an outlet in our life,
Right.
right? And it's hard to imagine life without that outlet. And so, it can feel sad. I just played my last band concert, and I think maybe if we just reorient our brain to, okay, but that means I'm starting
A new thing.
my journey in a new direction. It's growth,
Right.
right? But there's also an element of it that's the years before that, right? Like maybe I'm moving from 8th grade to high school, or I'm moving from college to the wide, wide world,
Right.
Is band just over? Do I sign back up for it?
Right. Maybe it's your last.
What if I'm afraid of it? Like, is it going to be different in high school than it was in junior high or middle school?
Right. But really, that's the start of a new beginning, right? Because it's a different routine and maybe a different setting. But if that's the outlet that is good for you, it's going to continue to be good.
It should be scary, though.
No.
I don't think
No,
so
I think
either.
it can be, though, but it shouldn't be.
It can be intimidating, I think, depending on how your program is run. You know, you'll have students that have a lot more, you'll be working for the first time in a class, like let's say marching band.
Sure.
That may be the first time that you ever are working with people with more experience than you.
Yeah.
Right?
It was for me. I remember that age. Going to the first rehearsal of the high school marching band, and it's more complicated rhythms and new key signatures to you, maybe. But, you know, those upperclassmen in that time kind of lifted me up.
And that's the lesson, right? Like there's two sides to that coin. One side is the more experienced players setting a good example and working and welcoming
Yeah.
the new members to that band. I mean, they're members of the band, so they're part of the family, right? But then also the younger players, like
Coming in and being coachable and
right.
admitting when you don't know something, which is totally fine. And also just having a level of comfort so you're not freaking out the whole time. Maybe the first rehearsal will be a little bit of that.
I spent a lot of time freaking out, honestly,
Yeah.
in all situations.
It's kind of my pastime. Yep.
What about opportunities maybe beyond your instrument? You know, you learn a lot of skills playing instrumental music. There's all kinds of opportunities to remain engaged with music,
Sure.
even if you're not actively playing immediately following, like that summer immediately following graduating high school or immediately following graduating from college, or, you know, obviously if you're going from 7th to 8th grade, you're going to practice every day in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a new
Definitely.
beginning too. It's
Yeah.
a beginning of not being constrained by having to go to school and taking time away from practicing.
Yeah. Come on now. For sure. Yeah. I kind of didn't even think about that, but like, you know, even if you're not someone who doesn't touch their instrument anymore after high school, like you could still continue to attend concerts.
Of course. Volunteer with community organizations.
I bet you the high school band needs volunteers to help run their band camp or whatever.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of opportunities, you know, like where we are in Detroit, there's a lot of opportunities to get involved with community programs, bringing new students into music. You can go and help them out with like a first lesson type situation, or just serve them lunch,
Yeah. Right.
get free lunch, which I'm a big fan of.
I actually known some folks over the years who were kind of interested in teaching music but not going to college yet, that would just go into their middle school band rooms, obviously with the teacher's invitation, like regularly. And,
Just walk in.
they'd run sectionals or pass out music or whatever. It was kind of cool to see them there. And like, hey, you know, you're actually already graduated from high school, and here you are coming back and supporting the program that you went through, and
Right.
you know, helping a whole new batch of kids, new beginning of kids, kind of go through the same process.
Yep.
It's awesome.
So see, sometimes endings can be beginnings, like the end of a blue couch can be the beginning of a gray table.
Or the end of a gray table.
I don't know how to end these now because you can't really just point at the camera.
And where do I point? Do I just point at you?
I think you should randomly pick a camera, but hey. Think they should like and subscribe?
I think they might, and they should.
Great.
We had the beginning of enjoying some more content
I see
of
what you
Robert
did
and
there.
Josh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ending would come in the future, but that could be the beginning of something else.
You know what's nice about this?
Yeah.
It's really not awkward at all. We might have to change the name of the thing.
Yeah, not so awkward afternoon. Or we'll workshop that. That might not work. Kinda awkward afternoon?
It's awkward.
Oh. Shoot.
It's over.
Yeah.
This is great. I love every minute of this. Is this an ending of a beginning?
Yeah, definitely. It's both.
Oh no.